It's time for the Autumn Classic at the Nockamixon Hoodoo at the Nockamixon Disc Golf Course in Quakertown, PA. Who will have what it takes to win it all in the 4th year of this annual classic? Stay tuned as Disc Golf Monthly starts now. Welcome to another edition of Disc Golf Monthly. We're in Quakertown, Pennsylvania for the 4th annual Nockamixon Hoodoo Disc Golf Tournament. Hello everyone, I'm Carl Cubbage and I'm joined by the legend in Delaware, Jimmy McIlvain. Jimmy, we're on quite a piece of property here. This isn't your garden variety disc golf course where you're out for the stroll with the stroller. This has got some rough terrain. It's got rocks all over the place. You can't even take a run-up on a lot of shots.
Yeah, this is considered one of the really wooded monsters here on the East Coast. You take this with Tyler and Iron Hill and Nevin and Hornets Nest and Rennie, and you know these types of courses just you need accuracy and big distance off the tee pad. And like we saw last week with Iron Hill, there's places where footing comes into play on the fairways.
And this course has been tested by the top pros in the world in 2005. It's one of the courses they use at the World Championships.
Yeah, this along with Tinicum and a couple others. So, I mean, it's been seen. There's what is capable and what has to be shot here to do well.
So there's quite a few trees on this course, so they're really going to have to wind the disc, because we usually see week after week through the trees to make it down the fairway.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing about Nocky, like we saw last month at Iron Hill, Nocky is actually much more pretty. It's pretty, I mean, there's little water creeks and little waterfalls and little some really nice mountain and rock outlays. The problem is that there are places where those creeks come into play right with the water. So you can catch OB quickly off of a little kick that was like, oh my gosh.
That you can. And Jimmy, compared to Iron Hill that we saw last month, what's it going to take on a course like Nockamixon to really get through there and try to edge out your competition?
This is going to play a lot like Iron Hill. I mean, it's one of my top favorite courses because I like that type of golf. Like I said, there are places where you have to play a little bit more cautiously because of the OBs. So there's a little bit more strategy in certain places. Also, there's a little bit more, like we were talking about, the footing problems become even more big deal here. There's a few holes here that just are insane as far as the rocks go. And
Jimmy, they'll get to use their whole arsenal. You've got rollers here as well that you could use here at Nockamixon.
Yeah, there's some more open holes here too than there was last month. And yeah, I think you'll see a lot of rollers, big air shots, maybe a couple thumbers and things just to have some fun.
Should be pretty exciting, folks. And before we get into the coverage, we're going to go down and check out the previous round highlights and see how they're doing here at Nockamixon.
Andy DeFranzo, driving basket 10.
Andy with a big rip there, cuts it from right to left, puts it right there in the rock garden.
Hank Henry, putting basket 8.
Hank, solid putt on the hanging basket.
Palachowski, driving basket 2.
Pat sends it out, cutting it from left to right. He's out in the open.
Justin Madore, putting basket 15.
Great execution on the putt by Justin.
Pete Giori, driving basket 16.
Pete with a nice looking drive there down the center. Coming back, just misses the basket and a big skip away.
Pete, putting basket 16.
Pete recovers and gets the 2.
Sean Johnson, driving basket 4.
Sean with a nice looking shot down the middle. Just slides by the basket.
Sean Johnson, putting basket 4.
Nice pickup on the deuce.
Mark Peters, driving basket 3.
Mark gets that one up high, starting to turn over to the right.
Lance Trout, putting basket 3.
Oh, Lance, just over the rim, no chains required.
Rafael Debussy, driving basket 4.
There we go, Rafael sending a nice shot down.
Mark Peters, putting basket 3.
Nice putt, Mark.
Erik Smith, driving basket 4.
Some great camera work as we watch Erik's drive go right down the middle.
Rafael Debussy, putting hole 16.
Nice putt, Rafael.
Bill Charon, driving basket 2.
Bill drills a nice low shot, skips off the rock pile.
Erik Smith, putting basket 16.
Downhill putt by Erik, great shot.
Ian Liddell, driving basket 4.
Ian gets it up high around the trees. Just misses the basket.
Ian Liddell, putting basket 4.
He gets the 2. And that's it, folks, for the previous round highlights. Wow, Jimmy, we really got to see Nockamixon showcased. It's a tough cookie, but a lot of great throws there and a lot of great putts as well.
Yeah, that's going to be another thing here. You're going to have to make a lot of, off-balance putts, a couple of little downhillers that might, be behind them, might cause a little bit of tension going on.
Let's talk a little bit more about the competition that we have today.
Okay.
Who's got an edge in the top players that we're going to see here today? Before we announce who they are,
okay.
Who's got an edge?
Who's got an edge? I would give, if I'm going to give an edge, you always have to go with the guys in the lead first. So, just speaking of that, Ian has come along and really, really, really done well in the last couple of years. I mean, his game has just skyrocketed. Justin's really plays well on a course like this. Justin's not quite as experienced, so therefore he's got the capability of shooting what he did this first round, a 63, or turn around and, really not being able to hold on to that. Then you got Moser and Erik. They're the two sponsored players. Moser for his putting, and Erik is just a solid all-around golfer.
Well, it should be pretty interesting dynamics with that group of 4 players there.
Yeah, all different ages. Yeah, this is going to be exciting.
Who's the hot putter out of those 4?
Moser. I mean, Ian has turned things around. One of the things I've seen his play in the last 2 or 3 years is his putting has really, really come on. But Moser's just, outside of maybe Paul Macbeth and a few others, Moser's just it around here.
Who do you give the all-around game to out of that group of 4?
I would say just from experience, it's going to be Moser. And one of the reasons I would say overall is simply because he can stand still. One thing about Ian that I've noticed, like I've played with him for the last few years, Ian's going to need more of a run-up. Moser loves standing still throwing
This
drivers.
Is the kind of course where standing still is...
Right. So if there's something I'm going to go, yeah, I would. But, like we've seen, once you get a lead, you play a little bit differently. And, you get a little chesty.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if the overall master, Mike Moser, can catch some of these young guys as they make their way through Nockamixon. Jimmy, who are we going to be following here for this final round here at Nockamixon?
Okay, tie for the lead. First place with a 63 is Justin Madore from Quakertown, Pennsylvania. And tied with Justin is Ian Liddell from Woodbridge, Virginia. And third with a 67 is Mike Moser from Wilmington, Delaware. And tied for third, 67 is Erik Smith from Falls Church, Virginia.
Well, we talked about the players. We talked about the shots it's going to take. In terms of the course, what are some of our viewers going to see that's going to really give them a surprise or challenge them in their viewing today?
The rocks. There's some places that the rocks really come in. There are boulders here. That was one of the biggest things in the world. I think it took some players by surprise. Also, like I said before, the creeks. The creeks, some of them can be really close to the baskets. And you're going to, I almost guarantee you're going to see somebody in a creek somewhere on this course. It goes right through the fairways, cuts around the baskets, skips and things, OB happen a lot here.
Well, Jimmy, sometimes the camera angle doesn't show, but elevation could be a factor. You might be putting at a basket or take a drive and go right over the edge, and you got something long coming back to get back up there.
Yeah, there's about 5 or 6 holes here that I mean, overall the course plays almost flat, except for those 5 or 6. Those 5 or 6 holes are drastic elevation changes.
Well, it should be a lot of fun, folks. We hope you'll stay with us as we take a quick break. We'll come back. We're going to catch the final round here at the 2013 Nockamixon Hoodoo. Please stay with us. All right, folks, here we are with our top 4 contenders as they get ready to start. We've got 2 63s and 2 67s. Let's see if Justin and Ian can turn the juice on and if Mike and Eric can catch them. We're going to start here, Jimmy, on basket 3. It's a par 4, 527 feet.
It's a big left to right turn with lots of trees and rocks the whole way.
Imagine that. There's a tree in there. He got one.
It was still a pretty nice shot.
Ian cranks one up there. The Delaware deucer, Mike Moser, the veteran. That was clean.
That was really clean on this hole.
Eric puts a low flick down there. Gets a good skip over that log.
That was clean.
You can see, Jimmy, the footing here is tough. You really can't get a run up. Not much of one anyway. Looks like he had a little trouble with his footing.
Yeah, but he got a forward kick, which, yeah, I mean, this is a tough 3.
A good kick towards the basket.
That'd be a putt. And that will be a putt.
They're just threading those shots, trying to get them close here. Big jump putt. Had the juice to get there. Wow, he drilled that one, but it was low.
It's tough missing your first putt of the round.
Boy, that's a tough putt for me, Jimmy. The end over end putt. Well, we've got a birdie from Mike Moser. Still a tie here at the top. Folks, we're on to basket 4. This is a par 3, 246 feet.
This is easily the shortest hole in this layout.
Like you said, one of Mike's strengths is he can just stand and throw it. He doesn't do a lot of run-up. He's right there at the basket. Wow, that was almost looked like he overthrew that one, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Over-torqued it.
You sort of got away with it, though. Most of these holes, if you miss the fairway at all, you're normally getting something early.
That was nice and smooth. All right, if you put it our cameraman, you're not doing that bad. Erik brings it in right in front of the basket. No, Justin with no medal whatsoever.
Wow, he needs this. There
wow,
you go.
He gets it.
Yeah, missing now your first 2 putts is brutal. You got to hit the comeback.
Ian looking focused, and he puts it right in there. That's always money in the bank when Moser putting from there. Erik's in as well. 3 birdies. Ian takes the lead by 1 stroke. Rest of the field's chasing as we move to basket 5. This is a par 5, 830 feet.
This is a nasty hole. This is just...
Let's see how that roller works out. Looks like he caught an early tree back there. Came out of it.
If you don't get clean off this drive, it can just turn into a nightmare.
That roller is moving out.
That is so much better position than Mike's.
Erik takes the air shot, slides it out into the open. Early tree, but it's sent it forward. Now, tough break. Justin having a little trouble
it's
here.
not a good sign when you're on your 3rd hole and you're already breathing hard, like you're trying to focus yourself.
Hopefully he can get it back. Nope, that's really bad. Well, Mike seemed to let that go a little bit early.
Yeah, see now both guys that hit early are in big trouble right away on this hole.
Nice.
There's a nice flight there. Covered some real estate. Good position. This has always, for me, been the critical shot right here, Jimmy, on this hole where they're throwing from. Great, another great shot. All right, Mike's going at it safari route. He's going to go up high and bring it in.
Coming.
I think he's yelling for the spotter.
Oh, another tough break there. Nice shot there. It's going to get a 4-hand roller down and bring it around.
This is a tough par 5. Even a putt at a birdie is pretty awesome.
Justin on his par shot. Catches the tree. Mike almost got through the woods. Nice, smooth release.
Yeah, that was a really nice putt by
Turned
Erik.
it right into the chains. Boy, that was nice. Right over the rim. Solid putt.
2 birdies on this hole. Pretty awesome.
Oh, wow. Mike finishes the hole. Well, we got a tough double bogey, a couple of birdies and a bogey. Justin's got to come back and put the charge back on. Here we are, folks. We're on basket 6. It's par 3, 363 feet. This is on the side of a hill, Jimmy, and it's a big drop.
It's a big drop.
If you're not on it, you want to cut back into the side of the hill.
You know, the way I want to see this played is to actually be on the hill or below it. I hate having putt down at this because it's just a brutal putt.
Folks, you can see the basket. The flag is on a white pole just to the left of those trees.
Oh, that held on.
Now, if that stays on that hill, he's parked.
Mike sends it straight away. That's drifting off a little bit.
And that's going to leave him no putt.
Just an early tree. That's got a nice line at it.
That's a really nice recovery. I was just getting ready to say, I think Dustin is done already, but
Now let's
nice
hope he can
shot.
pick it back up. You can start to see the elevation here. If you get one of these on edge, it's going down the hill. Great placement.
He needs this really bad.
Well, fortunately, hit that top hole, or that thing was cruising.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be really far.
Jimmy, that's tough. What happens when you get this combination of bad hits and you're off a little bit to pick it back up?
I've been there, and it's so easy just to say, hey, you just need to calm down and play, blah, blah, blah. But when things start going wrong, it just they feel like they snowball quickly on you.
All right, we've got a 3-stroke lead here. We're on to basket 7. It's a par 3, 438 feet. Beautiful view here at Nockamixon. It's a great shot over the wood line. You cut it back in. Ian sends it way out.
Beautiful.
He's got a nice cut back.
Yeah, shot Ian. Nice.
Mike sends it high and right as well. He's got a good cut on it.
Nice. Nice.
Justin drills with something more overstable, and it cuts quick. He's all right.
This is a really nasty green. You either park this or you don't. I mean, it.
Yeah, if you're out behind those trees, it's tough to get back in. All right, Ian with a nice putt. All right, you can see Justin's frustrated.
We were all full of what you got. They need it. Back to your daughter? Yeah.
All right, a couple of birdies, couple of pars. We've got a 4-stroke lead. Ian on top of Erik. Here we are on basket 8. It's a par 4, 501 feet.
It starts off with some really nasty elevation change, and it's blind.
Yeah, if you go a little too far left, you can be in a little trouble in terms of where your footwork is.
Yeah, it's much more. You need to be much more right than what it appears by just looking at the hole.
Like with a smooth shot right over the horizon.
That's over. Get on again.
You can see Justin's a little too far left, which puts
anything left, you're just shut down.
Folks, this hole has a hanging basket on it. One of the signature holes here at Nockamixon. Yeah, all you end up doing is just pitching out from that side. You can see Mike's in the open. He's got a clear line to send one down. There's the hanging basket on that tree.
He's not going to be happy with that, though. He was wide open. He left that a little short.
Being with a direct line right at it.
That was a nice shot.
Nice recovery shot. Justin's right there. Eric there as well. Mike just to the right.
Yeah, see, they're all thinking about 3 in this hole. It's only 500 feet.
Absolutely.
I mean, with all these guys' length, this should be just a simple 3. You can just see disgust with them.
All right, well, we've got the birdie from Ian, and he's got a 5-stroke lead here. It's tight pack after Ian. Here we are, folks. We're on to basket 9. It's a par 4, 730 feet.
It's a righty hyzer off the tee pad and through a tight little gap, and then it's downhill to a protected basket.
He catches an early tree, sends him off to the left. Mike with the stand and deliver straight away, catches some of the leaves there.
You got to get out that first shot. I mean, you don't get this. This is another one of those holes. If you don't get out clean on that first shot, you're not making this hole.
Now, let's see if Justin can bust one out there.
Justin needs to make something happen now.
He was covering a lot of distance, just kicked him left.
See, these are the things that start happening to you when you don't make these holes clean. Start throwing rollers out.
Tough break right there into the tree. There is a fairway on this hole.
I'm shocked none of them really penetrated. This is actually a pretty big fairway. I mean, it's not a super small gap off the tee pad.
Well, Mike sends that one down.
That's way left.
Ian cranks that one up. High cutting, and that basket's probably about 50 feet into the shadow there.
My problem with this hole has always been the end of the hole, not the beginning.
Yeah, you still got some work at the end on this hole.
If you get a clean drive, your second shot is lucky if it gets through. I mean, it's a wall of trees back there. From this point, you're just throwing as hard as you can and praying you get through. Nice shot.
Through there. There's the basket. All right, let's see. Mike looks like he's going to send something up high. And he does. Wow, pretty nice shot there. So that's about as clean a look as you would get there, Jimmy. Ian picks up the bogey. Whoa, Justin with the par. No chance. He's just...
I was just throwing his arms up. He's just...
Well, Jimmy, as you know, the timing is everything. You could be microseconds off, and then your game is going south. Happens to all of us.
Yes.
All right, well, a double bogey from Erik as he drops down some. Mike's looking like he's going to make the move on Ian. We're on to basket 10. It's a par 5, 821 feet. Woods and rocks and lots of distance.
Yeah. Once again, you have to hit this fairway clean off the drive.
Yeah, sounded good.
All right, that's a nice shot there.
So do I. Well, I figured, I was wondering what you were going to do.
Caught an early branch. See if Erik can put the charge on after that hole catches an early tree.
Which is in the middle of the fairway. You hit early and kick left or right, you can be done quick.
Sent that one up high. That one off to the left.
That was a nice shot by Justin.
He catches an early tree. Mike drills the gap.
There is a fairway here. I mean, Mike hit it just about as perfect as you can hit it, but
Ian caught a tree up there.
like I said, if you don't get off the tee pad, these holes just become nightmares.
You end up scrambling the rest of the way.
You can probably get up and down from there.
All right, that's some good distance from there.
I know this is easier said than done, but sometimes you just want to play it to the fairway if you're off of it.
I always think about that after I've screwed it up.
Yeah.
But you're correct. Sometimes easier just to play the fairway and get out of town. Ooh, Mike with a nice run. Justin had to kind of short arm that one out. Jimmy, I think this is the classic hole where there's rocks, so many rocks around where you could see there's no place to kind of take a run without tripping. It's a challenge.
Well, this used to be hole 1. And when you started on this hole, it was like, that was the first thing that just got in your head. It was like, oh my God. And the rocks play off for the next 2 holes, and then there's
Nice finish on the putt by Justin. Mike's in. Mike gets 2 strokes on Ian on that hole. Some great play on the fairway by Mike Moser. And we've got 3 strokes. It's getting close, getting tight here, Jimmy. Still lots of golf to go. Folks, we're on to basket 11. This is a par 4, 485 feet.
There's an OB creep before and after the basket on this. This makes the second shot like really, real brutal.
All right, Eric and Mike seem to be okay. Looked like he sent that a little too far to the right. Ian cleanly through the fairway.
I'm just worried about him getting that way.
That was a weird kind of...
Yeah, but unless you're going for
I
this,
think you're insane.
unless you're going for this, it's doing you no good anyway. So
Well, the weird thing about Ian's shot almost looked like he had a fan open grip and didn't have a lot of a grip on that, just kind of just fumbled out of his hand. Jump putt. All right. Rolled away a little bit, but he's right there. Justin gets close. Be a nice birdie here, Jimmy. And it is. Those are back-to-back birdies. Just hits the top.
There's that footing thing right there.
Well, Eric picks up the birdie. It's still a 3-stroke lead by Ian on the top, but everybody's starting to make a move. Time to get into position as we get to basket 12, a par 3, 252 feet. Jimmy, this is one of those, if you miss to the right, you're going over the cliff, and you got a long shot coming back up.
Yeah, plus the OB is down there.
Eric's making a run at the basket, and I think Aaron did go over the edge.
Down.
Mike down the left side, cutting it in.
Now there are 2 paths to this. There's a righty hyzer.
Oh, and that kicks off as well.
Justin's just off. That was like so far off from where he meant to throw it. It's like crazy.
That's 2 over the side. Ian cranks a nice one, just bringing it around. Oh,
look
a good.
Look at it rolling.
No. So that's how you get down for the putt right there.
Oh, we could see Justin down at the bottom. He's got a big upshot, but puts it right there at the basket. See if Eric can do the same. It doesn't look like it's that far down, but trust me, it's a big upshot. Oh, nice run. And then even from that position, you got to watch your putt doesn't blow by and take you down the hill. But Mike pours it in.
Ian had a really nice roll toward the basket on this hole.
And Ian matches Mike with the birdie. No change at the top. Still running hard with a 3-stroke difference. Folks, we're on to basket 13. It's a par 4, 670 feet.
This is a narrow fairway.
This plays what looks like kind of a road, but if you're off of it, on the left, it's brutal. The trees.
Yeah, the left side is brutal. The right side, at least if you get down this gully,
you could still keep going.
Right.
But these little trees off to the left.
But you have to be all the way down. And with this new basket position, even that's tough. Now, the crazy thing is, if he catches the edge of this bank, he'll roll out. Just like that.
Just like that. That's a nice shot. What you don't want is to hit the trees and kick more
left. Yes, now you're done. There's just no way to get anywhere.
You've wasted a stroke trying to pitch out. All right, coming back. Oh, and a tough break on the tree.
And I'm not sure he got down to the next fairway, which is really bad.
Whoa, that's in the place you do not want to be, Jimmy. Up.
And like you said, it's just a wasted stroke.
Yeah.
And see, Moser didn't get all the way down either.
Gets it back up on that plane.
And back down.
Oh, good tree.
Now, Erik would have had a shot at the other basket position.
Used to be in that pit right over in there.
This is much longer.
The light at the end of the tunnel, we're getting there. Erik makes a run at it. Justin with a big jump putt. Close. Mike hits the rim to the left. There's a nice par.
Yeah, from where he started, that was huge.
Wow. See if
Ian
can pick up the birdie. Just a beaut on a hole like that. 2 strokes there from Mike. That's going to make it tough. There we go. 5-stroke lead by Ian Liddell. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, but we've got some exciting action to come to see who's going to take it all here at the Nockamixon Hoodoo. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
We finally bought a place.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
So at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save. How is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back, everyone. We're on to basket 14. This is a par 3, 308 feet.
There's a nasty little creek that everything rolls down to on this, on the left-hand side.
Everybody normally sends it out there to try to bring it back in.
Oh, that's it.
I think he's safe.
He is safe. Doesn't seem to be a lot of water in that creek right now. There's sometimes that it's pretty high.
That's a nice looking shot there.
Deja vu. Same shot. Oh, God.
That got away from Mike.
Wow.
Wow, after the penalty on his 3rd shot, Mike didn't hit a thing. Ian is close to the OB, makes a run here at the basket. Right there. Justin with a low putt. All right, Mike, after you can see Erik is paying homage to Mr. Moser after that shot got all the way through there.
Save. I got to give him up to that. That was pretty sick.
Ian has maintained the focus throughout this event. Jimmy, nice and solid disc golf.
I think they're commenting now that Ian putted out of turn. He was so amazed by Moser's shot, he just went up and putted.
Nice deuce there.
Birdie.
All right, Justin with a triple. All right, we've got a 5-stroke lead from Ian. Let's see if Erik can take the gauntlet and move on. Here we are, folks. Basket 15, a par 4, 555 feet.
Another one of those holes. You have to get off the tee pad.
Crank it out there and get some distance.
That is a nice shot.
Ian tips a tree, but it keeps going. Nicely done. Justin gets through.
There's a really brutal little rock bed on that left-hand side.
Ian cranks one way up high, trying to get over the trees. Erik pumps it up there.
That's a nice shot. And of course, Justin found the rock bed.
Nice shot there. Mike gonna get the roller going. Wow, right at, just caught the rim.
Another nice putt by Erik.
Way to hold the line there. That was certainly a nice putt. And Ian misses the mark there. Wow, that was a high putt. You can tell it's not working. Okay, look at that, folks. A bogey and a birdie. 2-stroke swing there. Erik's making the move. We're running out of holes, but he's still in it. It's basket 16, a par 3, 399 feet.
Very downhill. These guys can all reach this. There's an OB stream right behind the basket.
Got a little bit of a rock field before the basket and a beautiful basket position down below. Mike just drills it. Sun gleaming off the disc.
And that's short. Wow.
All right, that one's starting to drift out to the left. Ian's off to the left as well. You can see the flag there. It's the basket is down below that rock formation, and there's some water. So you've got to be careful that you just lay it right there on the green. Pretty hole. can see that nice green there with the OB water around it. Bogey from Justin, pars around for the rest of the players. It's 3 strokes, folks. As we move on to basket 17, a par 4, 552 feet.
OB on the whole left side. Rock bed on the right side. OB past the basket.
Jimmy, we got 3 strokes and there's 4 holes to go, including this one, so it's not over yet.
Well, this is a nasty hole. I mean, this is going to be huge stroke swings. You want to play away from the OB, but if you do,
Boy, nice kick to the path. That's a great spot to throw from.
But if you get caught in that rock bed, it's just going to be brutal.
Well, you can leak out to the left, too, and there's some water over there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And it causes you to play to the rock bed.
Boy, that caught something. That was drifting over to the water. Good break there.
Justin needs a couple of good breaks right now.
Ian cranks it out.
And that was a pretty good break. Actually, Ian's had a few good bounces there.
Wow, there's a big pull. Mike's trying to get the line on where the basket is. Oh, he should be right in the neighborhood. You can see the basket's fairly close to that pond. It's usually not a factor unless you take a powerful second shot and blow by it.
It depends on how high the water is, and the water is pretty low today, so.
See if Erik can keep this charge on. Oh, nice. Smooth putt. Just cuts it back in. Our leader. Two birdies from Erik and Mike. 2-stroke lead.
With 3 holes left.
3 holes to go. Folks, we're on to basket 18. This is a par 4, 501 feet. It's getting exciting, Jimmy.
Okay, there is OB everywhere here. There's OB on the right side. There's OB once again past the basket. There's a different fairway on the left-hand side. You don't want to go there.
Erik just laces it down the middle.
No, get off it. No.
Mike catches a tree. He knew it was
and
going
heads
there.
Toward the OB.
Well, if there's any pressure, it doesn't seem like Ian's feeling it because he just drills one down there. Justin gets off the tee nicely. Mike just had to pitch over.
Yeah, Mike's going for the play over the pond, which is actually a good play. He took the trees out. He just didn't really get through very well.
In with a tough stance.
I mean, you can see why he wouldn't want to pitch out to come back through this line of trees. Okay, with a nice throw here, Erik can get to within 1.
Well, he drills one.
Yeah, he just
catches
didn't
a
get high
tree.
enough.
All right, in good position. He'll get the next one. Ian birdie. He's got to look. Taps the pole off the bounce. Jimmy, although Mike's going to get the bogey, that really was a smart shot on his part because there's so much trouble if he tries to play down through those trees. To give up a short 20-foot shot knowing that you're going to save a stroke is brilliant.
Yeah, that you have to play that hole just to see because he wasn't even near the turn yet. So the way he played it, he still had a chance to par it if he had gotten far enough out.
We're on to basket 1, a par 4, 550 feet. 2 holes to go. We've got a gallery here as they're getting ready to finish it up. Erik catches a tree, sends it on. Our leader, Ian Liddell. Still with that focus, and he's right out there in the open. You can see Ian got caught on a rock and stopped his throw. He's still gunning it. Boy, if you missed that tree, good kick towards the basket.
Yeah. Oh, you wish the basket was over there.
Whoa, a Moser sidearm. You won't see that very often.
Justin's cutting it in.
Justin's got to be killing himself right now. I mean, this is Moser's home course, and he's got to know.
Jimmy, we've all been there. It's just a tough break.
Yeah.
Tough break. It's tough to keep trudging on when that happens. Ian puts it right there under the basket. Erik with a chance at a birdie right here. It was a long shot. Folks, here we go. It's a 2-stroke lead. We're down to our last hole. Can Ian stay on top? Will Erik make a move? We're on to basket 2. It's a par 4, 414 feet.
There's a lot of OB around that basket. That's the only thing that could really come into play here.
Erik with a nice drive.
That's picture perfect.
Ian is nice and out in the open as well. Let's see what the roller does here. Mike should be okay over there.
That's trouble. Oh, nice tree. That was headed toward the OB.
Nice looking shot there.
Gives him a putt.
Yeah. Good out, thanks.
Chance at a birdie here. He's got the look. Sure he wants it. No. Erik can close it to 1 right here. Beautiful putt.
Nice putt. He just totally ran out of hole. I mean, unless Ian just...
But barring a sudden heart attack, I think Ian's got this putt lined up, Jimmy. He's right there. And he's going to take one of those putts that I don't like, but he takes it. There's our 2013 Nockamixon Hoodoo champion, Ian Liddell, as Mike Moser finishes here. Well, there it is, folks. We've got 3 birdies and a par from our champ. A one-stroke victory. We had up and down motion from everybody there. We're going to go catch a quick break, Jimmy, and we'll finish up the event. All right, Jimmy, well, Ian really put on a show there. Took that lead and just stayed with it, and we had some back and forth there, and Erik, quite a run, a stroke away from catching him.
Yeah, I thought Ian almost went OB on his second shot on the last hole, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, you know, we really could end up with a tie. Justin just, you know, he ran into some early trouble, and I think he got a little frazzled and was trying to push things. Erik's a solid player, man. So, you know, but Ian held on, and there you go.
Mike was solid. He gave it a run as well.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Mike's always going to try, you know, to win everything he can. I mean, Mike's not giving up, you know, until the end. So, makes for exciting golf. But like I said, man, you know, Ian's come on really, really, really hot the last 2 or 3 years.
Well, we got to see some great disc golf here at Nockamixon. Great tournament staff, a great event, a lot of volunteer effort. We hope you folks like to see Nockamixon in the broadcast. That's all we have for this month, folks. I'm Carl Cubbage with the legend in Delaware, Jimmy McIlvain, for Disc Golf Monthly, the show that takes you one step closer to the sport of disc golf.
Came down the one stroke. Shooting a 128 on the day. Ian Liddell. I just want to thank Mike, the volunteers, and my sponsor, Mom.